Now, from Wish TV, this is The Zone Extra, presented by Franciscan Health Sports Medicine.
Coming up on The Zone Extra, postseason action heats up and football enters the final week before sectionals. Tonight in our Coach's Corner, meet the women looking to lead BREBEUF girls soccer on another deep tourney run. Plus, our athlete of the week is a state champion on the Lynx.
I started crying. All my hard work is paying off. It just feels good.
Find out how you can be a part of the show with our play of the week. The Zone Extra starts now.
Hey, good evening to you and welcome to the Zone Extra, everybody. I'm Anthony Calhoun. What an exciting time with postseason action in multiple sports, and the end of the football regular season is tomorrow night. How about that? In our Coach's Corner tonight, meet the woman who has helped turn BREBEUF girls soccer into one of the elite programs in the state. Coach Angela Berry White is in studio. Plus, in our athlete of the week is the individual state champion in girls golf. Charlie Clifford introduces us to Macy Beeson, and you won't want to miss our top play of the week, courtesy of Cascade High School. Also, we want to hear from you. Find out how your submissions can be featured on our show in the weeks to come. Now, let's take a look at all the action from the past week. It was another perfect evening for football last Friday night. Fourth-ranked Brownsburg, led by star quarterback Ben Easters, moved to 7-1 on the season with a 21-point win over Noblesville in the MIC. Carmel has now won 5 straight. The Greyhounds get a 38-14 victory over Warren Central. In the Mid-State Conference title, it's a 3-way race that comes down to the final week of the season. Whiteland cruised to a win over Plainfield, and the Warriors can claim at least a share of the title with the win tomorrow night. And Mooresville can grab a share of the Mid-State tomorrow as well. Last week, the Pioneers earned a 17-point win over Martinsville. Last week, Decatur Central posted a big win over Guerin Catholic. The Hawks will get at least a piece of the Mid-State if they pick up a win over Franklin tomorrow night. And 5A, number 1, Cathedral had no trouble with BREBEUF in a 49-7 victory. Up next for the unbeaten Irish is a showdown at 6A, number 1, Center Grove. And speaking of the Trojans, Coach Eric Moore's squad rallied from a 13-0 halftime deficit with 28 unanswered points in the second half in a win over Lawrence North to remain perfect on the season. Afterwards, the Trojans said they were proud of the team's resilience Friday night and all season.
It's just a great feeling to come out fourth quarter, just keep pounding it. You don't have to make these all crazy big plays and, stuff. We drove 5 yards by 5 yards, just kept pounding, that eventually wore them out, and then that's what got us a victory.
Tonight was about taking care of business in our conference. We already had the conference one, but winning it outright. So we don't, obviously we don't play a conference team next week. You don't like that co-champion. You want that true MIC championship.
And Friday night, Westfield earned at least a share of the Hoosier Crossroads Conference title, rolling to a 45-6 win over Fishers. The Rocks have won 7 straight games. How about that? And can take the conference outright with the win over Franklin Central tomorrow night. After last week's win, head coach Jake Gilbert joined us on The Zone for FaceTime Friday.
We're just grateful that we're playing, but in the meantime, we've just been playing so well. Our JV and freshmen are also undefeated, and just as a program-wide, it's just been a tremendous year. I couldn't be prouder of our kids and our coaches. We've been waiting on this team and these teams for quite some time. A lot of great teams have gone before them to set this stage, and just thrilled to coach those guys.
All right, meanwhile, and in tennis, we are through the semi-state round of the boys tournament, and a team champion will be crowned this weekend. Quarterfinal actions begins tomorrow at both Carmel and Center Grove. Semifinal and championship matches will be held at North Central coming up on Saturday. And 5 of the 8 teams, quarterfinalists come from the Central Indiana area. 4-time defending champion Carmel faces Homestead, while Brownsburg advanced to meet Jasper. North Central takes on Columbus North in the quarterfinals, and the winner of that match will meet the winner of Center Grove and Munster. Now, congrats again to the 8 teams making it through to the final weekend of the season. And in cross country, we are through the sectional round of the state tournament, and runners are gearing up, of course, for regionals this weekend. The Carmel boys team has finished as state champion or runner-up each of the past How about this? 8 seasons. However, it was the Noblesville boys that took 5 of the top 6 places to top Carmel for the sectional title on Saturday. Other area teams winning their sectional on the boys' side included Hamilton Southeastern, Brownsburg, Zionsville, BREBEUF, and Franklin Central. Now, the girls' team sectional champions include Hamilton Southeastern, Brownsburg, Zionsville, Carmel, North Central, and New Pal. Congrats to all the teams and individuals as they gear up for the regional round coming up this weekend. And on the pitch, how about this? Soccer sectional champions were determined last weekend on the boys' side. Noah Reinhardt scored the only goal of the match with 10 minutes to go as Fishers upset rival and 4th-ranked Hamilton Southeastern. In girls action, defending 3A champ Noblesville used a pair of first-half goals to defeat Hamilton Southeastern. Also, Alyssa Ferry scored twice, including the game winner with 6 minutes remaining as Gary Catholic claimed a sectional title with the win over North Central. Okay, here we go, folks. Time for a break, but we have much more to go here tonight on the Zone Extra. And speaking of soccer, up next is the Coach's Corner. Her Braves team is looking to make a deep tournament run in Class 2A. BREBEUF girls coach Angela Berry White is in the house tonight. Can't wait to catch up with Coach. And still ahead, she's the newest IHSAA champion. We'll introduce you to our Athlete of the Week from LaPel High School. Don't go anywhere. We're back right after this. Welcome back here on the Zone Extra tonight. I'm Anthony Calhoun. Time now for our Coach's Corner. You know, last weekend, her program won its 5th sectional title. In the past 7 years, she was an All-American player at George Mason and was the first female player inducted into the Indiana Soccer Hall of Fame. She's also a state champion coach as well. Please welcome to the Zone Extra tonight. We're talking about BREBEUF girls soccer coach, Miss Angela Berry White. Great seeing you as always. Thank you, Coach, for coming in and joining us here tonight on the Zone. And man, you go down your accolades of what you've been able to do, one as a player, but now as a coach. How much fun are you having coaching these ladies at BREBEUF?
Oh, it's great. First and foremost, thanks so much for having me on. It's a pleasure. And I'm so happy just to be here to talk about soccer. So.
Well, we're glad to have you on here. And you talk about trying to live up to expectations. I mean, I know you demand a lot from your young ladies on the soccer field, but how great and how gratifying has it been to see these ladies go in and year out, give you all they've got?
Well, it is. It's a testament to all the kids that come through. And they know that playing here at BREBEUF, that you know, we're a program that prides itself on winning, but doing it in an atmosphere where it's about the development, not only on the pitch, but the whole person, inside the classroom, in the community, and things like that. So it's just not about playing soccer.
All right, let's talk about the schedule and let's talk about the team this year. I mean, early on, a little slow start because, man, you really come at the girls here. You guys have a tough schedule, but you can see you guys are starting to get things going the right direction. What do you like about this year's team?
Oh, talk about resiliency, talk about going through adversity. I tell the girls that, you know, when you have adversity, there's a seed of equivalent benefit. And when you go through tough times, it'll pay off. And we've had injuries, and we never like to say, hey, we're, you know, make an excuse. Yeah. But the girls have just really bounced back and done a tremendous job because we've had girls that haven't had the chance to play varsity soccer, and they get in, they're able to play, and they're stepping up. And while the girls that are coming back from their injuries, illness, and whatnot, they're now coming back, and they were leaders on the field, but when they were off and they were sitting there watching from the sidelines, there were leaders there as well. So now that they've come back, we're really starting to hit on all cylinders. So
you're in regional round right now.
Yes.
Did that last year. What's going through the young ladies' mind now? How determined are they to go to the next level? Well,
you know, we think about that. And like I said, that word adversity and that seed that was planted, well, we're going to use it because we want to win. Every team wants to win. Yeah. But we know we gave away something last year, and we talk about that and how we've grown from it, and you know, instilled in our players that you know, that's how you do get better, going through these tough times, and the tough times, whether it was last year losing, and plan to stay winning because we don't want to go home.
Yeah, you know, this is a really amazing stat here. Since 2014, BREBEUF is 28-5 in the state tournament. It seems like your ladies go to a whole new level when they get ready in the postseason.
Yes, we divide the season into basically 3: regular season, Marion County tournament, and then into the state tournament. And we don't want to peak in week 1. We don't want to peak in week 8. So we just pride ourselves in every week, every day, you know, every game, getting better and better so that we can be ready at this time of the year.
Yeah, you know, you were such a standout when you played high school soccer at North Central, and you know, what have you been able to take from when you played the game and how you've been able to share with the ladies that you coach? Because I know they just admire you to death, knowing what you accomplished in the high school career, collegiate career as well, and to see what you're doing today with these young ladies.
Well, I always remind them that these are very special times, and don't take anything for granted. Because there are other girls that, you know, they've been able to play all 4 years, and some girls get hurt, but do me a favor, and every time you take the field like it could be your last time, because you just don't know. You don't know if an injury might pop up, but I just say enjoy it while you can, because for some of our athletes, this is the last time they'll be playing sports. I was fortunate enough to go on and play in college and post, you know, collegiately at the national team level. So I was one of the fortunate ones, and you know, just instilling in them hard work does pay off. Whether it's just for their season now or for later on when they're going to be playing perhaps in college.
Yeah, you know, let's take a look at some of the team accomplishments that's taken place under Coach's direction for a lot of those years, and you know, you look at just what you guys have been able to do. But I know there's always, there's nothing like getting that state championship, and I know that's always the goal, right?
Oh, definitely. Yes, you want to win, but we want to win, and like I said earlier, not just winning on the field, but winning and having these kids develop, you know, as the whole person.
Yeah.
And understanding that what they put into it, sports mirrors life, and the things that they can accomplish and learn on the field, it can really transform their lives if they really do work hard. And you know, it can pay off in the classroom, it can pay off in their community service and what they can do.
Yeah, I want to ask you about this, because we've had coaches on throughout the time here in this fall of just when, you know, high school sports is back in action, dealing with COVID-19, and you know, here we are getting ready tomorrow night. You know, we'll have who would have thought, 9 weeks of high school football, and it just comes across to me that coaches and these student athletes are taking this very seriously, that like, we want a season, so we've got to be smart. Safety's important. I mean, what has it been like for you as a coach to make sure how to manage all that?
Well, I have to say hats off to our administration at BREBEUF and what they've been able to do to help us. Our athletic director, Ted Hampton, like I said, our administration meeting, Greg Van Slambrook, great leadership. You know, it has been instilled in all of us because we know what to do because of the plan that they've put forth. And then just trying to remind the kids, mask up, wash your hands, keep your bubble. And the bubble is our team. And that's what we've been preaching to them, that yes, it's hard. It's hard as a high school kid right now, because, you know, you want to go to those Friday night football games with your friends and cheer in the stands, and, you know, everybody's got to be masked up. Stay your distance. Because all of a sudden, if we want to play on that Monday, and if we want to play, you know, at the end of the season in October, we have to make sure that we're protecting each other. And so it's been really nice to have those kids and the parents and, you know, everyone at BREBEUF just, you know, adhering to all those, and that's what we're trying to follow. Well,
great senior as always, and job well done.
Thank you.
All the best the rest of the season. I can think of at least one guy I know who's your biggest fan, and of course that's your husband Eddie. So I know he's right there with you every step of the way.
Yes, he is.
Appreciate you. All the best this weekend.
Thank you.
We're taking a break. Still ahead here tonight on the Zone Extra. It's our Athlete of the Week. Yep, up next, the story behind the top girls prep golfer in the state of Indiana. Our Charlie Clifford connects with this star who is no longer just the talk of her small town. Plus, we take a look at our game plan tomorrow night on The Zone. That's coming up. All right, welcome back to The Zone Extra. Earlier this month, a big roar came from one small Indiana town. And as our Charlie Clifford discovered, since that moment, the celebrating still hasn't stopped.
It's nice to come from a small school and community because, I mean, you know everyone and everyone just feels proud.
LaPel, Indiana. Just shy of 3,000 Hoosiers call it home, and earlier this month, nearly everyone agreed. This story deserved its own parade. Macy Beeson, Only a sophomore, just bested every girls golfer in the state of Indiana. Her score of 2 over par, conquering the field at the IHSA Individual State Championship.
Oh, wow. I told my coach, I told my dad, I just wanted to play simple golf. Coach and I have this saying, it's fairways, greens, birdies. I wasn't trying to put pressure on myself.
A lot of tears, a lot of hard work, you know. It's a roller coaster, literally. She has the God-gifted ability to do it.
Macy, finish your second round. You're in the lead, but you have all this time to try to sit and wait and figure out how it's going to play out. How did you handle that?
It was about 3 hours we waited, and I went back to the range, and I just did my whole warm-up routine again. It was a long wait, probably the longest 3 hours of my life.
Macy Beeson from LaPel High School.
Well, I started crying. It's just, all my hard work is paying off. I mean, it just feels good.
Waiting around isn't so bad when your entire hometown has your back. Charlie Clifford, Wish TV, wishtv.com, and follow us on Facebook.
Oh, that's great stuff there. All the best to her, man. I can get some golf lessons from her. That's awesome stuff. Okay, time for a break, but more still to come here tonight on the Zone Extra, including our play of the week. Plus, we look ahead to a great Friday of football on the Zone tomorrow night. All right, welcome back to the Zone Extra here. Anthony Calhoun here with you tonight. One of our favorite parts of covering high school sports is the passion of both the players and the fans in the stands. The school spirit we see is incredible everywhere we go, and each fall we award the prestigious Zone banner to the school with the best spirit. This is what the students are competing for. The Zone Championship banner presented by Crew Car Wash. It's a year unlike any other, but we are giving this huge banner to the school that is in the zone and has the best school spirit. Which high school is going to be the 2020 champs and claim this awesome banner to hang up at your school at the end of the season? We're going to find out coming up on the Zone. By the way, show us your best socially distant spirit in person and on social media. All right, now it's time to take a look at our play of the week. Each week we will feature one of the top plays from the world of high school sports right here in Central Indiana. Plus, we want you to get involved. We will tell you how your video can be featured on a future show. But first, here's this week's top play. Girls soccer sectional action. Cascade Sydney Gabbard here with the strike from 35 yards out into the top corner. Wow, what a goal. Let's take another look at that again. This one in slow motion. Cascade would defeat Monrovia 2-0 in the contest. Congrats, Sydney. Our crews out, of course, covering high school sports. See a lot of great action, but we want to see your best plays every week, too. Your video could be featured on an up-and-coming edition of the Zone Extra. So check us out here. You got to tweet us as well and send your video and the possibility that you could possibly be a part of the show and, you know, get a chance to be on this part of the show here on the Zone Extra. Tune in the following week on Thursdays, of course, and you possibly be a part of the show. All right, Mighty TV, Channel 23 is your local home for high school sports. Coming up tomorrow night, a good one from the MIC as Ben Davis hits the road to face North Central. Kevin O'Shea's Panthers are ranked 8th in Class 6A, but the Giants have won 13 of the last 14 matchups against North Central. You can see all the action live on Mighty TV Channel 23. Coming up tomorrow, starting at 7 o'clock over on Mighty TV Channel 23. And it's a big night of high school football across Central Indiana. I will be live at Center Grove High School tomorrow for our Hot Box Pizza Zone tailgate party. Possibly could be the cosplay game of the year, featuring a pair of unbeaten teams at 6A #1 Trojans hosting 5A #1 Cathedral. Plus conference titles are on the line as well. Take a look at the upcoming schedule for tomorrow on the Zone. We got you covered, folks. Highlights from 21 games. That's more than any other station in the entire state of Indiana. So tune in 11:08 for the Zone for the best high school football highlights in town. Should be a great one. Last week of the regular season of high school football. All right, folks, don't forget, we're here every Thursday, 7 o'clock for the Zone Extra right here on Wish TV. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you back here next week for another edition of the Zone Extra.